No, please just don't mind me. I'm just looking for a book that's over there. No, I wasn't looking at you, I promise. It's just your imagination. No, it's okay. You really don't have to. I wouldn't want to disturb you while you're studying. I'll just stay over here until I see the book that I'm looking for. I mean, I do suppose it would be a bit easier to look if I was over there. Uh, are you sure? You were just so deep in thought before you noticed me that I just really didn't want to mess up your train of thought. Um, well, I suppose in that case, if you don't mind, thanks. You're quite practical sometimes, you know that. I meant that in a good way. I promise. So, what is it that you're studying? Huh. No, I know absolutely nothing about that. But, please, don't let me distract you. I'm just going to keep looking for my book. Well, there's no need to be rude about how I look for books. Oh, well, no, I don't know what book I'm looking for yet, but I'll know when I see it. So just don't let me distract you, okay? No. There's nothing on your face, I promise. It just happens to be in the same direction where I'm looking, that's all. It's not like I was trying to stare at your face or something like that. I mean, who would want to do that? No. I promise, I didn't mean it that way at all. You actually do have quite a pretty face. Is that a weird thing to say? I'm sorry, I just keep distracting you. You came here to focus, not be distracted by a weird girl that you've never met before. Hey, you don't have to agree with me like that. Although I wouldn't object to having your attention. Uh, Nothing. I know I said I had come here to find a book, but I think I found something much more interesting to read. Oh, who knows? What could it be? Oh, nothing. Just that your expressions are way too cute. It makes me want to keep teasing you. There's no need to look at me like that. You just make really cute faces. And that's all. Too bad I didn't get a picture of that one. Um, well, I mean exactly what I said. I like taking pictures of your really cute expressions. Oh, did I just say something really weird? I'm so sorry. You just make the cutest expressions, though. So I just couldn't resist. Especially since you just invited me over here. Oh, I really hope you don't think I'm too weird now. I guess I'll take that. I was really worried that you might think I was too weird and just run away. Uh, well, because I like capturing your expressions. You know, That way I can experience them again and again and not be too much of a bother to you. Although I would rather just look at the real thing than a picture, but I can really only do that when you're here. So I just had to come up with something to do for the other 16 hours, you know? Oh, was that also weird? Oh, this is not at all how I imagined our first conversation going. I'm so sorry. You seeing me as weird is just about the last thing I wanted to happen. Oh, this is not going to plan at all. Exactly what I said. For starters, I'm not even ready. I'm only like half ready, and I did actually just come here to find a book, like I said, but then I ended up spotting you, and I just couldn't resist looking at that cute face that you make when you're in deep thought. It's definitely one of my favorites. I think my favorite, though, has to be when you're asleep. Or when you fell asleep in class last year. Yeah, that's when I decided I wanted to have you all to myself, so I started learning every single little thing about you. I even dyed my hair to match your preferences. I know there's still a lot I need to learn about you before I can ask you out, though. Well, like if you have a favorite ski resort, or what kind of food your mom hates, and what kind of shampoo that you use. I've narrowed it down to 3, by the way, and I really don't want us to just be one of those couples that has to keep getting back together, so I just want to make sure it's perfect on the first time, you know? No, I couldn't just ask you. Well, because then we end up being friends first, and that never ends up working out, going from friends to lovers. Someone always ends up chickening out, and I know that would probably end up being me, so no, absolutely not. I mean, I suppose I'm not that far from being ready, so, what do you think? I'm pretty much your ideal type now, right? Oh, well, I'm hardworking, thorough, especially when it comes to you, and my hair even is the color that you like. Plus, if you want, I can also be a bit dominant too. Well, of course I can. Are you saying that you need proof? Mm. That expression you made as your mind started running wild was adorable. And yes, of course. I like you, you idiot. Why else would I be doing all of this? Was that not obvious enough? Hmm. You're even more hopeless than me. And that's not an easy feat. I suppose that means we're a perfect match for each other. By the way, what happened to your studying? But of course, I told you that I could be persuasive. And I can be even more persuasive if I don't know, slide nice and close to you like this. I know I don't know everything about you yet, but what do you say? Aren't I what you always dreamed of? Aw, it's almost like you're asking me out now. How romantic. Not quite how I pictured this happening, I'll admit. But it's still very romantic. Wouldn't you agree? Happening in a library and all. It's like one of those old movies. So how about you just be a good little doll for me and nod? As cute as it is, you trying to make words and nothing coming out. It's not very productive, is it? So no more talking and just nodding. Understand? Good. Then do you want to start going out with me right now? And with that, we're dating now, aren't we? However, I do really need to be heading home. And you need to study. Try not to think about me too much. I'll see you tomorrow, darling. Bye.